Hi guys, and welcome back to Timeless RC. This time we're going to be looking at something a little different again. We're going to be looking at another aircraft kit. Now, as you can see from the title, this is a top flight kit, and it's one of the Warbird series, and it's the P40 E Warhawk. Now, I used to have the kit version of the Spitfire, but a few years back I decided, because there's nowhere close for me to actually fly the aircraft, I would sell all my aircraft kits stupidly. So now I'm regretting that, because obviously of the channel, and I've now got to try and find them again. Some of which I'll be able to, some of which obviously I'm not going to be able to because of the rarity of them. Like I said in one of the previous videos, the bench is really set up for cars at the moment, so as I did say before, we're going to have to make a few tweaks to the bench. So we're going to have to make it slightly bigger to enable us to be able to carry out the aircraft and helicopters and things. So something to progress with in time. We'll make do for now, because obviously that's going to be a further expense, and I've already spent quite a lot to get the channel to this stage, obviously with the content and that, because everything I buy, unfortunately, I have to buy myself. Apart from the bearings that I'll be using on the show, which come from a place called RC Bearings, a person called Colin Long, so I appreciate that, Colin. When I do the Volvo tow truck, I'll give you a few more details on that, because obviously this is an aircraft and not a car. So, but yeah, this one is one of the Top Flight Gold Edition Warhawk models. As you can see, hopefully you can see the whole aircraft from there. It's the P40 E Warhawk. Now, this has a wingspan. I'm trying to remember what the wingspan was now. It's a 1/7 scale kit, and I forget the wingspan's 64 inch. So it's a fair size, so it's not a bad size aircraft. I don't like, or never have liked, to have two smaller planes, because obviously the higher you go in the air, the smaller they are and the more difficult they are to be able to see, and also orientation wise it makes it a bit more difficult unless you've got really good markings on the aircraft, so you've got a definite for up and down, sort of top and bottom of the aircraft. It can make it difficult, especially when you're flying into the sunset sort of times and the sun's coming down into your eye level. So it's worth bearing in mind. I mean, everybody's got different eyesight, so whatever floats your boat really. So some people like small planes, some people like massive planes. I'd love to have a few massive aircraft, and I did have a Top Flight Cessna 182, which was 82 inch wingspan, and that was something that had been built under, I forget the regulations now, but you have to have it inspected by a certified person to be able to continue with the build, so that they know it's built safely. And so, but yeah, I'm not going to get everything out of the kit, but obviously you can see it's all in there. Plans, for some reason, have been cut, which I didn't actually know was going to be the case, so we'll have to get in touch with the vendor, because it's supposed to be a new kit and untouched. That, unfortunately, is not new and untouched. Kit may be new, but the parts aren't, the plans aren't, so we'll be getting in touch with the seller with regards to that. But it gives you an idea of the things, the sort of direction we're going to be going on the show. As you saw before, we had the Flare Sopwith pup, which is the Flare Puppeteer, as the Flair's name for the Sopwith pup. That's also obviously a warplane. And I've got a Pit Special, which is the one I was trying to think of in the last video, which is already built, but I want to strip off all it was solar film back then, so I want to strip all that off and redo it in the Pit Special colours. So you've got the red and white, like ray on the wings, and the sort of white stripes that go down the middle, and they sort of go up to the top and down to the bottom of the front on the cowl. So that's something else to look for. I am looking at a couple of other aircraft which are almost ready to fly versions, so that you can see the difference. Obviously this is a complete kit that needs to be built from start to finish, so this is going to take some time. So it will be a case of either doing it, like I said in the last one, as time lapse, so that you can see it quickly through, or I'll have to do some parts of it, then come back on, do another video to sort of show the progress where we are and what I've done and how I've done it, so that you can see it and clearly and understand the process. I want to try and sort of make it as detailed as possible, but I don't want to make it too prolonged that it's actually going to bore people. So it's sort of getting the time right and the content right. So hopefully we'll do that. If not, on one of these on sort of later down the line. But it's all a learning process for me, because this is all this channel sort of thing is all new to me. So hopefully it's going okay and you're finding things okay. So, but that's this one. I've got a couple more car kits coming in the near future, which I think will be of interest to quite a few people. So they're quite special. So keep an eye out for those videos. There'll be unboxing videos as soon as they arrive. But on these ones, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to make it so that you have to wait and see what the kit is. So it makes it a bit more special. I think you'll enjoy it because they're not easy to get hold of. And obviously they're quite costly as well. So I've had to sell some of my other stuff to be able to do this. So hopefully you'll enjoy. But on that note, happy RCing. And if you'd like to like and subscribe, it'd be much appreciated, because obviously that's how the channel grows. And thank you for your continued support.